Going to bed South Africa style. When coming into your house, make sure the electric fence is on, spikes are set, front door is chained, security motion light is activated, an interior padlock is set behind the metal doors.
You know, I would say I want my country back a lot. I want my country back, but I don't think it's coming back. My country reminds me totally of South Africa now. And it's going to get worse, just as it did in South Africa. It is going to get worse. I saw this video on the local news yesterday evening where this family was out having dinner and doing whatever they do, and all of a sudden they get this notice that camera phone that someone broken into their homes. And this is happening on a daily basis now. And I remember hearing stories where this had started happening in South Africa once the white people turned South Africa over to the blacks. The blacks went out of control. They now control South Africa, but it's a mess. And they were going out to the farmlands, and they were breaking into the white people's homes. They were raping their women, robbing and stopping them along the roadside because there was no police force, while in the meantime destroying their South Africa, their own areas as well. Well, that is happening in America today. Isn't that amazing? And I told y'all, I told you. And forgive me for patting myself on the back. I don't mean to do it that way. But I told you that if things didn't turn around years ago, and I've been doing this for 32 years now, it's going to be South Africa and America. You kept giving into the fear of being called racist. And that word just grew and grew over the years. An empty word with no truth in it at all. But because you're in a fallen state and you're afraid of words, your ego, you let them rule over you. The whites did with the blacks. And not all the blacks, not all, but most. They used that word against you and used it, and then they start adding to the word to make it worse. Supremacy and all kinds of names. Nazi. They saw that words were working on you. And whenever your enemy wants to hurt you, they come up with the worst words to control you. They think they're hurting you. They're really hurting themselves. Because if you notice, the blacks haven't gotten better in South Africa or even here, even though white people are giving them everything they asked for and then some. Words are meant to hurt you, but it hurt the ones that are trying to hurt you with words. Because what you do to others, you're really doing it to yourself. And so they used the word racism, and the more they used it, the more the whites gave away America, as they did in South Africa. That wasn't enough for the blacks. They want blood. So they start robbing, just as they're doing here now, robbing their homes, carjacking, out of control, illegal aliens everywhere. They defunded the police. Exactly what, I wonder who is in control. George Soros cannot be doing all this by himself. There has to be like a whole bunch of people helping him. Because they call for defunding the police. Whomever did that in South Africa must be doing it in all the Western countries as well, wherever Christianity and white people dwells, because that's where good is. It's beautiful, things are happening. So, hello, South Africa.
If this doesn't alarm you about this problem, nothing will. 3 cops asked me yesterday, this video hopefully will really be the boot up city officials' butt to get something done other than just watching these people do what they do. And watch this video. So this is Sunday night, 8 o'clock. And there's 2 angles. There's this surveillance camera that police have there, and there's also the camera that's called a body-worn camera. And you'll see the guy on that dirt bike come up to the side of that police SUV and launch a brick into the windshield. So what happened was One guy had a stolen dirt bike. He leaves it on the ground and runs. Watch the guy right there. See him throw the brick? Now, they have it from that angle. Now, watch in video number 2, the officer's out of the SUV. You can see him in between the pumps. He's trying to pick up that bike that we showed you yesterday. And there's the guy throwing a brick into the windshield.
Amazing. That's not South Africa. That is America. That's in Philadelphia, I believe they say. You know, yeah, Philadelphia. That's South Africa and America. That's what's happening in South Africa, except it's worse because no one did anything about it. Now, do you believe me? South Africa is happening in America? And it's going to get worse. Oh, it's going to get worse. The violence is going up. The police hands are tired. They can't function now. The government don't want them to function. The blacks in so-called leadership don't want them to function. They need this in order that they may get what they perceive as power and wealth. It's about them. It's not about you. That's why they're not doing anything about it. They want this. And the blacks are too happy, more than happy to accommodate them. Yes, we will commit violence and crime and not be ashamed of it. What else you need us to do? No, we can't work. What the? Well, how about, can y'all build stuff? No. Is you out of your mind? We ain't gonna do nothing good. We weren't put on earth to do good. We were put on earth to do bad. If you doubt me about South Africa, in case you steal somewhere, you know what, just crazy. Just out of mind. Watch this.
Going to bed South Africa style. When coming into your house, make sure the electric fence is on, spikes are set, front door is chained, security motion light is activated, an interior padlock is set behind the metal doors. Then, coming into the house, you want to make sure that your baton and mace is by the front door. Front door is locked and closed. And also, the alarm is set. Now it's night time South Africa style. How's it where you are?
Wow. All that to go into your home to go to bed. They defunded the cops. They gave the country over to the blacks. And now look what's happening. How is it in your country? In Beverly Hills, California, it was reported that the whites are so scared up there, they want bulletproof cars now. They have gated fence. They have private security, hiding from the blacks. America, this is what's happening in America now. It's going to get worse. It's going to get to that. White folks ain't used to living like that. That's how they live in the hood. They've been doing it for years in the hood, afraid of one another, afraid of being attacked by other blacks, right? But white folks not used to living. White folks love having their shades pulled open, wide open in the nighttime, and sitting in front of the big glass window, watching TV or reading a book. Front glass open during the day, you see the beauty inside their home. They're not used to being locked away like this. Black folks are accustomed to it in the hoods because they're afraid of other blacks, right? What kind of country do you want? What do you want?